Because of that, I have developed a personality. I have developed a threshold where I know to deal with situations today. I can take bigger risks. I can take bigger orders if it is my career. I can take bigger call. I can take bigger decisions. I am experienced, and I can sit across anyone, and I can talk, and this all comes with, you need to be, it's like yeah, it's like a diamond, no, in a coal mine. Like, you need to go through the pressure, then you become a diamond. So that pressure is very important. It's good. You're working for 8 hours, work for 12 hours. What else are you going to do at this age? What else do you want to do? You will get enough time to go out, to have a girlfriend, to have a boyfriend, to drink coffee, to watch movie, to for your trip. You'll have all that time, trust me. But put all your I think when at least this 20 to 30, use this golden time period to work, to research, to what do you call, to push yourself a little more, like increase your threshold. I miss that time, that energy. This energy doesn't come, after a certain period of time. This energy doesn't come. Of course, seeing your father, seeing Sanjay Puri, they have energy like 10 times more than us.
I swear.
But that's again because they were a different personality when they were young. They did all this. Like, I remember Sanjay's story once, he must have been a 19-year-old, and he had an internship with the Hafiz contractor, or he was working with him. And at the same time, because he was very creative, he was very expressive, and he was a genius since then. And somebody liked him at that very age, at young age, and said, could you design something like this for me? Would you like to work? And at that time, working in Hafiz contractor, office hours were like long hours, and an architect's office is never 9 to 5, okay? He used to work, he told me, till like late evening. He used to go back, late night he used to sit and plan all the drawings for the other client, because he had this, he had this energy and enthusiasm that he wants to give it a go. He doesn't want to think that it's not possible, I'm working so much, when am I going to get time to sleep, and all that he did do. At night, all the creative juices used to flow, so he used to sit to work over on his designs and inspiration and his plans. Morning he used to take the train. About 2-3 hours he used to sleep. Morning 5 or 6 o'clock he used to take the train to meet that client. It was outside Bombay. Maybe go on the site, execute, and come back and join office. Hafiz contractor office. And that one big breakthrough was so big for him. That was his turning point. That was the first milestone of his life, which then put him on a course of of putting his mark. Like, okay, now Sanjay Puri has started his work at a very young age. And then, of course, his impressive contributions at Hafiz contractor office, at his office, and otherwise his freelancing projects that he did. So I think that this energy is different at this age, 20 to 30. And you're very positive, because you know why? You don't have a lot of impressions on your mind. We are very, at this age, I have a team of youngsters, okay? I take their advice. I have now suppose somebody goes for a sale, and they sit and they do the meeting. I say, what is your reading? Tell me. Their reading, comes very fresh. What my reading of a client comes very opinionated, because I think ye log aise hi hote hain, maybe this will become like this, my experience says something like this. But their reading is so fresh, it is unadulterated. So at this point you don't have a lot of good thing about not having the experiences also, that you don't have that impressions on your mind. So you are very fresh to it. Your reading, your perspective is very fresh, so it helps you. And that's the greatest thing about your age. The energy, your perception, your contribution, your opinions, that all matters. So I don't know what was the question and which course I have taken answering it.
No, it was great. I think I was just locked in.
So no. So what I'm trying to say is that it is fun. Walking is fun. I'm telling you, and it comes maybe a little later at time and age, but it is because 90% of your life is work. Your vacation, what vacations you take, or what house you live in, or what friends you make, or what network you develop. Everything is determined on work, isn't it? Tomorrow, whatever luxuries you have, you have in your life. Okay, this is still materialistic things I'm talking about. But suppose you have something that I have this life, the career, that the path I am. I'm going to make something that is going to make a difference. Everybody wants to do it. Like with your business, you want to do it. What makes a difference? Like you want to be known that you are selling a product that has made a difference. Like today, even if it is Jaguar or Aika, their products are making difference, right? That's why they are big in this industry, because there is a use and it's a good product. Now suppose if you are working as whatever your roles are, you want to make a difference and you want to be known for it, correct? So even if you're married, you're not married, everything, what amount of time do you go home? Few hours, right? Yep. So your 90% is work, please accept it. And your entire life revolves around it. So work is not something different from you, rather that is you. So you have to start loving what you do, and I feel you start loving what you do when you start taking proactive efforts, when you push yourself again, when you keep pushing yourself, when you take extra efforts, when you work harder, when you think you don't think about that, okay, I'm putting lot of efforts, then what my salary is, or I am suppose if for that matter, even if I'm doing dialogues, this is my commitment, I'm not going to go beyond it, okay, go beyond, go beyond, give services. What is going to happen? Nobody is going to take you for granted. Rather, you will be known for your work, and you will have an access. You will do something extra for somebody. Maybe it's for your boss or for your client or for anyone. That extra will remain there. It will be remembered. It will come back to you in multifolds. Today, if I am doing something for my client will know. Tomorrow, years down, I have that one phone call that I'll call my client, and he said, okay, I'll do this. So basically what I feel is that whatever time that you have during your day, whenever you wake up, you come to work, just put your 100%, put more than that, enjoy. I'm telling you, get the best sleep of your life. And after doing this, putting yourself and I'm telling you now, to be good at something, you have to be at it. You have to just keep doing it. You have to be at it. Now suppose you're doing this, maybe there is a particular expectation. There is particular, I want this turnover, I want this, so many architects, I want this business, I want to do this, I want to do this, I want to just be at it. To be at it. Consistency, being persistent is very important. Being happy is very important.
Yeah.
Being happy is so important. I'm never happy half of the time. I'm telling you.
It doesn't look like it. It's so full of life.
Yeah.
I know. I'm a very cynical person. I am always. See, this is naturally what also I am. I always doubt. I'm very cynical, and I have huge expectations from myself, from my team, and I'm always hyper. Okay, these are my qualities, but ironically, these are my good qualities. I'm telling you. And then in the end, I have just learned that you have to be happy.
Yeah, we were talking about this.
Yeah.
You have to be happy. Stress and everything has to be there. It has to be very superficial. Like suppose when I'm at dialogues and I'm shouting at the top of my voice, my lungs are out.
Never seen that though.
No. Oh my God. I have had people telling my staff कि वो मैडम को थोड़ा हम कम काम कर लेंगे, उनको मत एंट्री आने दो, वो काम हो जाएगा, आपको ऐसा चाहिए ना, ये काम हो जाएगा, बस उनको बोलो. Like literally and all that. And then when I've done that, I've turned my back and I've smiled. Not because I've yelled, I'm just saying that is required. Happy means I don't have to be like a saint, or I don't have to be like I don't have to keep smiling. Happy means that that deep within you're content with the job you're doing. So that's about it, yeah.
No. The first question was, I'll tell you now. Okay, the first question
I don't know
is,
what the question was. Huh?
out of college, fresh out of college, first of all, where were you in college?
Mitibai.
Mitibai in
Villepal.
Mumbai. Acha. And what do you do there?
Very interesting. This is story of every citizen, every youngster, every old man in the country.
Okay.
Because the education system is not organized, so people study something else and do something else. So I have done my bachelor's in science.
Whoa!
I'm very good at science.
Maths over here.
I'm very good at maths also. I was now, of course. I was very good in science. I was very good in academics because I had this good memory, maybe photographic memory you can call it, and I could learn anything, I could grasp anything. I was very quick. So I was very good at science. So, and my numbers were good, my percentage was good. So we were told, okay, go ahead with science. So I took chemistry because that was easier than biology and physics for me. Physics was good, but I was not a genius. If you're a genius, then you should be an engineer or you have to be a physicist. The people, poor thing, the ones who are not good at it, who are mid, they're average at it.
They become engineers.
No, they shouldn't.
Acha.
Geniuses have to become their engineer. I'm telling you, engineer is like being an artist, let me tell you. Because I've been from science background, it comes naturally to you. Engineering comes naturally to you. If you're doing engineering thinking that it's a good stream, you'll not be an engineer. Engineer comes very naturally to you. The physics, the laws, the curiosity,
Either you
the
are
math.
or you're not.
Yeah, it comes to you very naturally. You can yet become a doctor if you study, because becoming a doctor needs to study. You need to study. If you're good at continuously studying and understanding the matter, then you will become a doctor. But engineering has to come. It is like being an artist. You can't learn to become a painter.
Correct.
That is what it is. So I was good at chemistry. So I took organic chemistry, physical chemistry, and all of that. And I was good. I was good learning to make dyes and drugs and all that I was doing. And then I remember that so well. There was this thing, you have to do your PhD, and there was this field calling drug designing. What is it? Like making new drugs. Drug designing is like designing components of the drugs, trying to make better drugs and all that. So I thought that was very interesting. Yeah, this is life changing. But the part to it is very slow. It's very slow. You have to do your PhD, you have to do this, you have to do that. I was still okay at it. But then we were young, and at that time we didn't get the kind of money. I don't know what you are getting, or I don't know what you guys get. We had no pocket money system at that time. Okay, our parents were, when we used to even go to school, I think I come from that generation. I don't even know if our parents knew if we fell or if we hit someone or somebody hit us. We have taken the beating and we have come. And we get scared to tell our parents because they will beat us only. So we come from that generation. Okay, so we were like, so at that time, so we were very excited about earning money. So we got offers. So I got an offer for freelance or something, and into an event company, or no, not an event company, a media company only. They require some youngsters to do their, what do you call those, rookie jobs. So I joined, and the money was good. I thought I'll buy my phone. At that time, phone was very new. We never had cell phones. Cell phones came when I was in college. When I college for cell phone, at that time when we were in school, there was this big phone. Nobody used to carry them. So when we were in college, the first flap phone came, the Nokia phone came. So we were in college at that time. There was no phone. We have seen the invention of cell phone ourselves. So at that time, the new flap phone and Android had just launched. I think that was Samsung only had just launched. So that was the excitement. So we would do the job to get the phone, and that's where I did. And there in that agency, they were struggling. So I just went up to some company out there. I said, what are you struggling at? They said, these are the people. We need to get so many affiliations and everything. So I said, I'll talk. That time I used to like talking even more. You can get it by now that I've not stopped. So there even more I used to like talking. So I said, give me this, no? What do you want? And I went on calling and continuously making affiliations. He's good at sales and talking, yaar. So they kept me. Then I said, listen, I have to go back to college. Won't go.
Wow. You did not finish college when you got this job.
I used to go early morning, yeah. Science college is early morning, 7 to 12, you're done. After that, what?
Wow.
And then you're studying, we can do it in the evening. So we thought in the afternoon, 3-4 hours. Internship for like 3-4-5 hours, yeah. I said, okay. And I said, hello, I have my exams. No. I have to get graduated. What's wrong with you guys? They said, okay, give graduation. My number and everything. Finish your graduation. And then when I was to study also, I used to get calls. And then I used to like, okay, wait, I'm calling that client. I said, please sign your form. But I enjoyed that. And then I graduated and all that happened. So my mother said, now next is what's your course? And then I got a job offer from her immediately. From this,
course.
Yeah, like permanent, like Aja, permanent. So now I got very excited with that job offer. Now I didn't get excited here. Then my parents being South Indians, very quintessential South Indians. You have to do degree.
Where are you from?
Mangalore.
Acha.
So
Karnataka.
Yeah. So you have to do your this, you have to do that. Otherwise, my mother was like, you will get no boy to marry you.
Oh,
First
wow.
of all, you didn't go into medical. You didn't get into medical. You didn't listen to us. You're so good at it. You didn't. This also you're dropping. My father was like, this. I don't see any future. Nothing. He just wants to do fashion. At that time I was better looking. Fashion, she wants phone. All the boys she keeps texting. Some two guys come down, I see them meeting.
Oh my God.
How did you start? I said, I'll take this job. I said, see, I will not know if I'm doing the right. 3 months, let me do it. I said. Okay. And no, 3 months, no. They said, then you will not get information. It will be a drop. I said, so many fights and this and that, and I took the job. I had a blast.
Of course.
I had a blast. In a year I got promoted. They gave me a team also. All of that happened. Everything happened. And then suddenly that program that they had come up with, they had to shut down, whatever happened. And then I took a job in Ace Tech.
Ace Tech, the exhibition.
Yeah.
Achha.
Then I took the job there. At the same time, I got a job in some celebrity media agency. I didn't take that. That was much more glamorous and nice. I got so impressed with my boss, Sumit Gandhi. So he took my interview and I was impressed with him.
Achha.
I select.
Oh yeah, I liked him. I was so impressed with him. And I saw the environment and etc. I said, no, I need to work here. So I said, this is more professional, that is more into glamour, but I think this is more up my alley. I'll go here. I joined there. And good, I joined there. It is one of the most difficult to thrive place. If you're a salesperson, please go take a job. If you want to become a salesperson.
Ace Tech is the place,
The pressure is cutthroat. The kind of you will become hysterical. You'll have nightmares. the kind of competition, the kind of politics, and the kind of you have to be like you. It is that wolf of the street salesman you need to be, and that's where I learned to be actually a salesman. You know, and that's where I went through all of this. What I said, like I remember my boss sending me to Delhi, and I closed 2 brands. But the funds were awaited, so I thought I'm returning the same day, but he didn't book my return. He said, I think you need to wait there for 2-3 days, but I said I didn't get my clothes. He said, okay, figure it out. Cut. And I am for 1 hour waiting there. Figure it out, where am I staying? Give me where am I staying? And then that thing, I had to call the HR and this, my phone battery went off, go to a coffee shop, charge. I said, where am I staying? Okay, don't get me back. I stayed there for 3 weeks.
3 weeks.
Wow. Oh.
3 weeks. And I closed many brands, I got lot of funds, I did Vasuli, I did everything. 1-to-1 was a very exciting experience. I went, Delhi mein, I performed very well. So I had achieved my targets already. So and then you cannot surpass a lot of your colleagues, and get into their accounts or get into their area. What they're doing, they're doing. So now me and my partner, we had coupled up what to do. So we stuffed ourselves with a lot of lunch, the chur naan and all that in Delhi.
Wow.
And was very sleepy. So we reached our the client's office, and I had to just collect check. He was not paying only for a very long time. So I said I'll go, and he was back to back in meetings. So I was waiting at the reception. I was young. I fell asleep because I ate so much. That guy got such empathy for me that this man is working so hard.
Dude, we should do
Bombay se aayi hai. He literally, how I woke up, that man over me like this, and I'm like, so embarrassed. At that time, we used to get even easily more embarrassed. Now, so we get a little thick skin. Okay, I slept. I said, oh, sorry, sir, sorry. I got the money there only because I slept and I ate so much. No, but the thing is, I'm saying these are the fun experiences, but at that time I didn't say I have to get back, how unethical this is.
So what age were you? Like what was the age bracket?
23, 24.
Very young. Very young.
23, 24, 25. Then I did dialogues. I did dialogues when I was 26, 27.
That was your own, this is your IP, right?
Yeah,
Dialogues
this
is your IP.
Me and Sanjay.
Okay. And how did you, what do you think about, and such young age, at 26 you started something of your own, and that was at the time.
27 you could say, 26 and a half I started, first I must have rolled out the dialogues when I was 27.
But even then,
First,
I mean, 27 is a very young age to
Yeah.
start up, right?
Yeah.
This was your own thing, and what was your thought? Like, what did you think that you wanted to go and start something? Weren't you
tell
like
you.
satisfied with the salary and the mobile phone?
No, I was very, very...
But before this, I want to ask you another question, and this is very important for all of us. You said you picked your boss.
I think today as of now, as
But
of
it's
today,
very important. I think it's a very important thing to pick your boss.
Yeah.
What are the few qualities, say 3 qualities, that you think before a young person selects their, superior or boss? What are the 3 qualities that they should look for? And you now are a boss of how many people?
It's more important.
What do you think about yourself, and what kind of a leader do you?
As an employee, I wouldn't have had a better answer. But being an employer, you learn to be a boss, huh? You are never a boss. You open up a company, you have salary, you give it, you pay the people, or maybe you are your boss's son for that matter, or whatever you are. You can't be a boss on the first day. You learn to be. Like, I have grown. Today, like when I tell my brother or even my old employees when they remember and they connect with me, we chat. You remember I had done this. You remember this call I had taken. Remember we had fought. You remember all that. We talk. I have grown as a boss. So you learn to be a boss also. That is also kind of a training that you get in the course of time that you are running a company. That's first thing. three qualities today as an employer, I'll tell you. The boss should have he has to train you. He should have all the patience to train you, and you can see today you have to develop an employee. See, your requisites could be, if you're hiring someone, if it's a salesperson, your requisite could be that the person should be a good talker, should have good energy, should not be lazy. These basic requisites you can look at. But today, if you say, go out in the field and close for me, 1 महीना हो गया, 2 महीना हो गया, result नहीं आ रहा. I think you should have a boss who's very inspiring. Inspiring as in, this boss will teach me something in my career. Like, I know my boss will invest in me. Like if I'm joining, even if there is a boss and there are 500 people, but your immediate boss, whoever is your immediate boss, has to be accessible to you. The access, I think a boss who's accessible to you is what an employer should look at when you're choosing a boss. Then second is that he should be good at it. He should be good at his job. A good boss has to be good at his job, yeah, come on. Like if I'm running a sales team, I need to be inspired. If I am, if now you have applicators, I should be a good applicator.
You should know it yourself.
Yeah, you should be good at your job. You should be very good at your job. Okay, being a good, yeah. And number 3 is that you should have a boss who listens to you. As an employer, I feel I have to listen to my employees. I should have all the patience to listen to them. You have to keep listening to them. Whether if it's now today, I have another company that is a furniture company. I have my project head. A lot of things as a boss, when I sit here and when I expect results out of it, I'm not okay. Like, why did this happen? Why did that happen? And a lot of times employees are scared to be vocal. The employee, I feel, but you have to have the time to listen to him. He tells me, madam, this is what has happened. Madam, that is what has happened. Madam, I don't think you should take a call. Madam, you should have a boss who has that patience to listen to you. So I think my bosses in the past, they gave me an audience. They trained me well. And they were accessible. And they were very inspiring because they were very good at what they were doing. I think employees like working for people who are good at what they do. Like if I have a team of dialogues, they like when boss is doing the meeting. They like boss talking to them. They like when I am training them. But then I tell them, do this, do that. What did you do? Do this. And you can be strict. Employees like strict bosses. They like strict bosses. Employees love if you are strict with them, if you discipline, all they like. If you have these all qualities in you, they will look at, like today, how much ever I discipline them, I'm strict, they don't have anything against it, because they like their work, they like sitting with me, talking with me, they like strategizing with me, they like the audience with me, they like the fact that I hear them out, they like that I'm very aggressive, they get inspired, they like the work that I do. So employees like a strict environment and being disciplined as long as it is a right environment to work. Like if you're a salesperson, you're learning what you're doing. I'm not keeping you idle. I'm not means you're learning the trade. You're going out on the field. If you are into collection of payments, I'm sitting with you, you're busy with your work. Like now when I have an architect's department and for dialogues, when they have a free hand and they are working, of course it also depends if the employees are good. If there is a bad employee, there is a bad apple in every basket, who are not motivated, who are just coming and taking for the sake of the salary, who just don't like working, who are lazy people. There are people like that also, but there are very good people also. And when they get results, like now there is a team, I say, see, this is what I want to achieve. How you are achieving, I leave it to you. As long as you're not disrespectful, as long as you're not lazy and you are attending to every email or you're attending to every client on time. On time means you can take some time, but I know that it's prompt. You do this, I give you a free hand. Tu karke de, bas yes.
Magar, isme ek cheez I want to add.
Yeah.
You know, I think there's a part of Ridhima in all of her employees. Like whoever you speak to from dialogues, I think you've spoken to some. Radhika had spoken to some as well. And I just spoke to Radhika from dialogues. First time I got to know that I could reach out to dialogues team for, to hook up with meetings and everything. And I thought I was speaking to Ridhima. It was like that. She rubs off a personality which is like energetic, and if you work with her and she rubs it off on you, you become like that, and you want to talk, you want to get things done, you want to get things done for your partners or your clients. That is very essential.
And I think as a boss, no, you need to be a little prompt in rewarding your employees also. You cannot delay that much. Rewarding, that is up to you. What is your rewarding method is your it is your plan, it is your perception of the company, and it is how you want to take it ahead. But good employees should be rewarded promptly. I'm not talking about monetary only. That depends. That is a set standard in every company that you deem appropriate. But like for that matter, Radhika, as you said, and I remember having a conversation with her. She was getting very scared talking to the designers because they are kept at a pedestal, talking to certain companies. I told her, "Tera kya jayega? What are you scared? You have fun with it now. Bindas baat kar. Bindas, I give you full reins. Talk." I'm saying they'll get angry, they'll shut the phone on you. I'm okay with it. I'm not shouting at you. I'm saying big designer says something like, I don't like her. I don't want her to call. I don't want dialogues to ever call us. Fine. I said, go. कोई बोलेगा ही क्यों तुझे ऐसा? You're talking nicely. You have good energy. You're talking good. Of course, you're not like that pushy, or you're not some desperate, means that much of, behavioral instinct you have. You're not like a Vodafone sales call that you're making. That smart you are. So go, no. I said go, I'm telling you. Go, even for that, sometimes my salespeople, because this is the risk that you can take as a boss, because you cannot get into every account, you can't get into every relationship, you can't get into the head, you have so many people to manage. So, and see, at one point in time, even you can understand who's a good employee or who's not.
Yeah.
If there is a bad guy, I can't encourage him like this. Ki ja jo baat karna hai kar, he's gonna screw and come back. But somebody who's decent, he has a good sense, he has a good way of putting himself across, he knows his job, he's doing well, he's disciplined. Everything is good about that person. But maybe results are not coming or not consistent, or he needs to be, but he needs to be developed for long term. I tell my sale guy, when you're pitching to a company, go na all out. You know what is dialogues. You know what is its commitments. You know the deliverables. You know what we have done in the past. You know Sanjay Puri. You know me. You know what is there. You sit. Put your heart and soul. I'll tell you one thing very honestly, Saransh. One thing that has been the core of the company is that if we commit, we'll definitely do it. Okay, we'll put our heart and soul to do it. And I always tell them that service I don't want any brand to say that you didn't pick my call up, or you are not able to do this. Okay, now something you did your meetings at the event. Something maybe after the event you want the set meetings to be set. Give us the list. Work at it. Any brand calling you up, pick the call. Don't avoid anything. If they have some critical points to put across, take it. But work at it. It's okay. Criticism is okay because that has happened there. So the only way to stop it is the only way to put out a fire is add water to it, right? So at least know what it is happening. At least it's good that it is coming to you, so that you can tackle it. Criticism coming to you is very good, rather than it going and spreading out there in the market. So now at least you have to know what is not working, what is working. So take it. And then I say, everything. So go all out to the client. Do your best. And mistake ho gaya to ho gaya. What will you do? I can't do anything, no. But what happens is, if you are giving that flexibility of doing mistakes also, they don't do mistakes. So the thing what with employees who are like genuine employees, what I have felt till now is, as an employer, is that you have to let them free, and the fear should come out. At least with sales. I don't know about other, about sales, we are everything.
No, but I can tell you, dialogues की जहाँ तक बात है ना, I feel like everybody there, even people who are organizing it, I think
they're very passionate about the platform.
More passionate, and plus, dude, like some architects had left on the first day, so we had gifts for them as well, which we didn't give out because we thought we'll give them at the end. They helped us give those gifts by parcel to those architects. Not just that, even within the rooms, we had packed all the cases, that same box over there. We had packed it up for every architect. All we did was we wrote down the names of each and every architect whosoever box it was. These guys, they even dropped them off at their hotel rooms. And they didn't take any hotel service staff, nothing. They did it on their own. I remember this girl called Brishvi. She took that guy, the service guy, and she delivered it room by room with another.
This I'll tell to everyone. Okay, I would like to sum this up, conclude this, which I always tell my staff. कि तुम तुम्हारे काम से जाने जाओगे. तुम तुम्हारे ब्रिश्वी का नाम लिया ना, राधिका का नाम लिया कि नहीं, रिधिमा का नाम लिया नहीं, किसका नाम लिया जिसने वो काम किया. तुम तुम्हारे काम से. So even if you're working for dialogues, don't think कि this is my salary, मेरा काम इतना है. In that group, to shine out is how it is on you to shine out, and that is going to recognize you from, like, I have people saying, "Na, come and work with me, come and work from my team." You have no idea. You don't know this. People, there are companies saying, guys trained by Ridhima Prabhu. So we'll pay you what you want. Coming from dialogues. So why? Because not that I'm like, oh, superb. I train guys very well. They become excellent salesmen. No, not something like this. The thing is that I have this work environment of loving your work above everything, being aggressive at it, having fun with it, and at the same time, I have this crazy thing that, see, if you want to achieve something, no Saranj, you can achieve. That's it.
You want to do it, you do it.
You will get it. You want a very good looking wife, you'll get it. I'm telling you.
How do you know?
You'll get it. You want it, you will get it. I want to become a billionaire. I've not yet gotten it, but I think I'll get it. You want something, no? You'll get it. But you want it, no?
You want it bad enough, you'll get it.
You want it, no? Bad enough, good enough, whatever. You want it, no? Don't forget it that you want it. Don't forget that you want it. That's about it. You want it, you'll get it. Simple.
Can we have an interval now?
Yes.
Because I think food thanda ho jayega.
Food has come.
Yeah.
People get lost, they forget what they want is, I feel, personally, in my life, I see when you get distracted with a lot of, maybe it could be habits, could be people give a lot of importance to personal situations. My God. If it's your relationship, even for that matter, if it's your house also. Even if it's your home. That's one very positive thing about me and my husband. That when it comes to personal matters, no, we just say one thing to each other. Dekhte hain, ho jayega. Like, take it with a pinch of salt. So you can't give that much of importance to, like, suppose your failed relationship. I have an employee, I shouldn't be. My God, poor thing. I'm now finally sending him for a meditation course.
Acha ji.
I believe in that a lot, that I'll come to it later. But so, like, heartbroken to next level. Once just came across and sat across the table and said that girl has ruined me, he says. I've lost that motivation and that drive, and he's my best salesman, yeah. That motivation, that guy was open enough to talk to me about it. Not everybody talks to their boss. He did. Somehow he felt he wants to talk to me. But there must be other people also going through this, and then all the time getting so weighed down about it in life. So these are the things, yeah. There may be certain problems in the house, certain here and everything. Now that's an art of living when you learn to take it with a pinch of salt, and when you come to work, I don't know, I'm a believer that I don't know, maybe I come across very aggressively, but when times are tough, no, your work will stand by you. It will stand by you, no matter what. You know, maybe if sometimes your parents can't, your friends can't, your spouse can't. But if you're doing well, and that's one stable thing in your life, and I feel you will sail through everything else. Everything else, yeah. Now so many bad relationships we were there in the past. I don't remember it now. At that time I was very, very dukhi. I thought it was the end of my life. How I don't remember it now? Tell me why. So don't give importance to that bad. It's very easy to talk. Even I cannot practice it. If something I overreact. If something right now, if I have to get some news from my house, I'll overreact. If something has to happen in my house, I overreact. I just fought with my husband because he thought that it is too late to send a driver to pick me up. I said, how could you even say that? And I reacted. Then he said, Arey, I meant that I and Vayu, my puppy, we'll come to pick you up. Oh. But I thrashed him.
Wow.
So I reacted. So I'm telling you, how could you? So all that reaction, this is just a small example I'm saying you. So it's very easy to say, you can't be zen. But now I'm telling you, I tell this to my father-in-law, my everyone. Now very bad situation has come, even at work or at personal now. Don't trust it only. Don't trust it. Why don't trust it? Because you love your life. I'm not going to kill myself, no?
Yes.
So what do I do? So you have to think that this will go away. Just hang in there. So that's when you get deviated from what you want in your life. When you give I think giving too much importance to yourself is really bad.
Yeah.
Very
That's
bad.
why you try to avoid it, I think.
Yeah, giving importance to
I want to go back to you at 27 now when you thought about the IP. Why did you think about
fast.
it?
Okay.
Just go through that.
I'll tell you. I will not name. We went to one of the events. Sanjay and Nina were also invited. I knew Sanjay and Nina since quite some time, and they are like family to me. And we had been to an event, and I'll not name what event it was. And it was highly unorganized at that time. And even I was a guest at that event because I was representing a brand at that time. And Sanjay was called as an architect. And in India, apparently, events meant loud music. Events meant too much of activity. very busy. There is loud music at my event too. But what I mean to say is that he felt that in the country there was not an event which could be like a marketplace for like-minded individuals, like a small group coming together, being very exclusive. He had been invited to one such event in Italy and he was very inspired by it. He said it was a phenomenal venue, the location was breathtaking, and then we were all architects come together. He said just meeting architects like our peers was exciting enough. Like knowing that I've met him after 10 years, I'm meeting him after 2 years, I've been hearing about his work, I've been reading about his work, I'm inspired. So when architects also meet together, it's very nostalgic and it's very exciting for them. Then he said there were these companies and the owners themselves were present. And there were very few companies, there were owners, and it was a small group of again like 80-100 people or whatever it is. He said 3 days, 4 days, whatever the time I spent there, I was disconnected from my work. And I sat across literally with people, with those companies, and by the time I came back, I ended up giving work to 6 to 7 companies out there, because I didn't have to go back from site to office. I didn't have the rush to go to the site. I didn't have the rush to go to the office. I didn't. Most of the times we don't go to exhibitions here in the country because the employees go, because you don't have that time, and exhibitions can be very tiring in the country, and they don't have that kind of luxury of time. And a lot of time their associates who make selections are not what selections they make. It makes a difference. He said I may take a different call altogether, but my employees may not be able to get that on table for me, because they may not have that what I have towards my projects. So when I meet, I could like understand that I can use glass instead of this, I can use this product instead of this. Okay, let's replace it. I can take the calls on the spot. And it was very sophisticated. It was to the taste of the designers who had been invited. He said India doesn't have something like this, and then he said I want to do something like this. Actually, this I've explained in length. His words were not these. The Italian story I came to know much later. His words were this: I want to start something, an event. So many designers, companies, only the owners. This meetings, talks, done. This was his thing to me, and we'll call it dialogues. So I said, and I got excited because it's Sanjay Puri talking about this concept. I said, are you serious? I really, and because I came from Aztec, I like doing events. I said, serious? So he said, you want like that? You want to do it? I said, yeah, I want to do it. And that was about it. That was our conversation in that party, in that an event that we were attended. Then I followed up, just like you, very tough to follow up with him because he's so busy, he's traveling everywhere. Then I caught him at another event. I said, what happened to your idea? He said, why didn't you come to my office? I said, yes, I will, Sanjay, I will come to your office if you're there in the office. So he said, okay, come. I went, he's not there, he's out. I looked at Nina. Nina is like a mother, I'm telling you. She is very, very, she has this motherly instinct about her. She's very warm, she's getting, come, sit. I have water, I have coffee. He'll come. I'll tell him. And then once I caught hold of him, I sat there and I said, I want to do it. And then he explained me all of this. And then he said that we'll do it in Falaknuma Palace, we'll do it in the palaces, in the top hotels only. And then I was like calculating fatak. I said, I went online, I saw the rates and a little bit. I said, this is the kind of funds you need. You know what kind of money it goes in a wedding for 3 nights? This is the fund, and you're talking about like book the entire property. He said, yes, not one person. I said, listen, I know. He said, book full property for 3 days, all the venues, all the rooms, everything. Yes, not one person should come. Make sure. Huh? I said, what make sure? I'm not even sure. I love that man, I'm telling you. And I was like, at that time I didn't laugh or anything. Huh? At that time I'm shitting bricks. I can make a building taller than what he must have made. That amount of bricks I've shattered. And see, now I am that comfortable with him. At that time, of course, yeah, I am. I have. He's at a pedestal for me also, and I have that distance. You know, that communication out of respect, the distance that you maintain. And then at that time I said okay, but I said, and what again the same thing. 30 designers, few brands, this, stocks done. I said, then I constructed the thing. First day this, second day we'll do this we'll do this. Okay, fine. Then I made a presentation and I put this across. Then I thought I'm the organizer. Okay, I will organize everything. No. I didn't even think I'm the organizer. Let me tell you, the way he then started unfolding the plans, I got nervous. I thought this is Sanjay Puri's name linked with mine. If I goof up then, which will happen, first 3-4 years, it's all trial and error. You're not going to have results, there will be failures also. And then what suddenly, like, and I was doing my China furniture import also, suddenly I will lose all goodwill in the market. And if I lose goodwill because of him, and if he loses goodwill because of me, and then what if Sanjay Puri only doesn't like me? And I said, I love them so much, they're my family. Then I said, listen, fine. I will organize everything, I'll gather everything for you because I'm very good at it. I'm good at management, I'm good at coordination, I'm good at communication, everything I'm perfect. And I'll find an organizer for you, like a professional event organizer who do all this. But one thing changed my life. You know what he said? If you are doing it, I'll do it.
Whoa.
If you're not doing it, let's not. You're ready? You're doing it, you do it. No organizer, no. You will do it. I don't know how did Sanjay Puri thought that I could do it, because I also did not think. I had no confidence. And at that time I was not like, मैं कुछ कर जाऊंगी life में, I'll do it. Nothing of that was there. Nothing. My bank balance was like something 4 or 5 some digits. I didn't know how am I going to survive. I was waiting for the next salary. I was ambitious, no doubt about it, but it was never like, I think I can pull this off. No, I took a risk. I said okay. And then I said okay, fine. Then I said, what about the funds? He said, I know companies. No? We'll put this across. I'll get you the funds. You organize it. Now there's the twist. Then I started organizing. I spoke to the hotel. I signed the deal, contract. I remember March 1st was the event, 2016. And Jan end, I just signed the contract with the hotel. People still don't know we are doing the event. So I have February as 27, 28 days. So 28 days I have. So then I go, and Jan end I must have finished and everything. And I went to Sanjay, I think, and I cab guy, the print guy, graphic, arcade. I hired one guy only I hired at that time. Everybody, and I said we are ready. So we can start inviting the architects, and which are the brands on board. I said yes. He gave me 2 names.
Oh my god.
He gave me 2 names. I said, these are just 2, Sanjay. He said, yeah, the others will respond when they want to. I said, when they'll respond when they want to? Arey, yeah, they will. He's not that kind of a sales. He's not a sales guy. He's an excellent businessman. The business comes to him because of what he is. And he knows how to deal with his clients. He's a people's person. Everything is good, and he's great at his work. But he's not like a salesperson to develop sales from nothing. No, he's that also. He's done that when he was young. But again, because of his profession. So I said, when means what? He said, what do you mean by when? I've spoken to them. So I'm not going to call them, right? I'm not going to call them and say, what? They'll do. You do it. I said, what? Then Nina comes in the cabin. Said, you guys have decided to do something like this. People take 6, 7 months to do all of this. And I don't know what you guys are doing. So what is the structure on the companies? And we were not money minded. We were not commercial for a very long time. We thought, let the companies come, let this event happen. But at least you should have the funds to execute what you want to. So she said, what is there? So Sanjay is like, tell her we have companies. And in my mind, I know it's 2. And I'm looking at him. I said, Nina is all done. It's done. It's in place. And okay, fine, you know it, right? I said, yeah, I know. And I said, why you said that? Because it's done, Baba. He's like that. I said, where is it done? I said, listen, you are a very confident person. You're calm. Everything is good about you. I'm not. I'll cry right now, I said. I'll cry so hard, I said. And I'm really not trying to not to cry in front of you because it's going to look very odd. And I don't want to cry in front of Sanjay Puri, I said. On my very first this, so I said, please, now I'll do sales and I'll do it my way. I'll reach out to all the companies that I could. And I already know because I've worked with so many companies in East Tech and I have had goodwill and etc. I'll do it my way and I'll do it. You don't look into it. He said, okay. And then I still remember I started 1st Feb and Feb 25th all funds were in.
Oh my God.
We had about those many companies in. But that was God's grace. I wouldn't say me or Sanjay.
Now you're playing all classic Ridhima.
I will give you 1-2 example. You will get goosebumps if I tell you.
Tell.
See, if you work very hard, God's grace is there on you. Goosebumps you'll get on my first show. I'll tell you what has happened. 2 things, okay? One is a lot of things when you plan the event, you don't know this is what is going to happen. So the talks have started. The first evening has gone very well. The first evening that you know. The second day in the morning, the conference talks start. Now, a person in an event company who's my friend, he said, I will help you, don't worry. So when the presentations are going on the screen, there is a console, a big console which has to be handled. Like when the dialogues ka logo comes, when the architect's ka photo comes, when the presentation is played, when you stop, when you put a thank you screen and all that has to be handled by the moderator there standing at the console. We didn't know that. So there is this girl called Pooja. So she said, she was an anchor. So, and she said, I'll handle the console. I said, okay. And I had just one employee, Falak. And 10 o'clock, the event starts. 9:55. Everybody has come for the first time. They are very punctual for my event. Huh? 9:55. Everybody is in the room. And Sanjay. And that 9:50, but this was 9:55, 9:45 I will say, or not even 9:45, 9:30 chalo. Now our condition I'm telling you. Pooja, she just explained, she called Falak, come, the guy who was with me. She said, this is what you have to do, I'll talk on the mic, at that time you press this button, I'll talk, then you press this button, and then this. He said, I didn't know I had to handle the conference ka console. Ridhima, come here, wherever you come here. I went there. He said, you never told me, I don't know what the fuck this machine is. And there is this technical guy standing next to him. बोलते भाई तू टेंशन मत ले
मैं कर देता
नहीं मैं ट्राई कर टेंशन मत ले मेरे को समझाना क्या करने मैं क्या समझाऊं मेरे को ही नहीं पता he got hyper and I'm not doing this Ridhima I'm not doing this Ridhima crying आंखों में आंसू उसके at that time I told him क्या होगा ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा
then classic Ridhima coming out again
फ्लॉप जाएगा ना एरर आएगा ना क्या होगा बदनामी तेरी होने वाली है क्या मेरे को जानते हैं लोग तू क्या दूसरा जॉब ले लेगा डोंट वरी सब मेरा ही होने वाला मेरे आई सेड माय एक्सपेक्टेशन फ्रॉम यू इज 0 देन आई सेड फर्स्ट हाफ इज 5 प्रेजेंटेशन ना 5 है ना सुन अभी 1 मिनट ना पूजा तो आई सेड जस्ट डू वन थिंग फॉरगेट अबाउट एवरीथिंग डायलॉग्स लोगो आर्किटेक्ट स्क्रीन प्रेजेंटेशन 10 मिनट चलता है इन दैट में तो दूसरा प्रेजेंटेशन का आराम से सेटिंग अप कर ली डायलॉग्स लोगो ये
आर्किटेक्ट स्क्रीन एंड नेक्स्ट
बस 5 का भी सोच आगे का बाद में सोचेंगे इवेंट का ऐसे 5 का सोच अभी बस ओके 5 ओनली ऐसे ओनली 5 एंड कोई 10-15 मिनट भी ले लेगा 5 का सोच बस दैट्स द डे स्टार्टेड द लास्ट डे ऑफ द इवेंट वाज declared a success, one of the most organized and meticulous. Wow. And the conference ran smooth. So that was when God was there. When I said God, where is God? God was there in that 15 minutes. ये सब smooth चला with inexperienced person who freaked out. With a technical person who never did anything in this life. And I had to keep my calm. I said, I don't know how to tell him. And I couldn't be there at the console next to him. I had to handle the other thing. There were only 2 people who did dialogues at that time. Me and I had 1 employee. We did the full thing. The conference, one-on-one meetings. At that time there were 30 designers, not 40, and there were 15 brands. But still it was... so that was one. Second, when God was there, I will say, I had packed my clothes cut to cut. Cut to cut. Now I thought of wearing sari. At that time I was very thin. And I got everything. And the theme, color, it has to be color. So 10 o'clock the conference starts. And I had a green sari. And I had no other dress. No green. Nothing I had. I didn't even have good blazer, nothing. And at 9 o'clock I realized that the blouse doesn't fit me. And I had nowhere to go, and I'm in Falaknuma Hotel. There was nothing with me. I said, I can't wear a black and white blazer and go. I can't wear not green. Sanjay will flip out if I don't wear green. There is this Taj this Taj ka shop which opens at 11 apparently. I said, what the hell am I supposed to do? And no pinning, no nothing. Something was there where you can't pin, you can't do anything with that. And there was, my mother had just called some guy, Falaknuma ka guy, to clean the room and everything. I am freaking out, Mom, you don't understand. Wear something else, how moms are. How does it matter? You are the event organizer, event goes well, is okay now, what is there about your clothes? I said, no, I need a green. I need green, what do I do? And what I had only black. I had those typical blazers. I didn't have anything that was like a organizer, Sanjay Puri's partner, wearing something like that. And then that boy was cleaning the room. He said, Madam, I have a tailor, in-house tailor who stitches our uniforms. But don't tell anyone. We'll make a new blouse for you in half an hour. I said, where's the material? He said, what color you need? I said, anything you see this? I'll get the blouse for you. That tailor को कहाँ से लेके आया? उसने 40 मिनट में नया ब्लाउज सिला. उसके पास जो मटेरियल उधर पड़ा था मेरा मेजरमेंट लिया. So don't tell anyone. God is there.
Yeah.
10 o'clock sharp, in my sari sharp I was there. This was the next day, not the last day. So console का वो tension चला गया था. आ गया हम लोगों को. The last day, confidently. So God is there, yaar. So if you put your, I'm a big believer in God. God in the sense, there is a positive force out there. So when you are working so hard, so this is how I started dialogues. And then Spade is my initiative, making the furniture product by the architect, because I was always into furniture. And now we are starting that as a separate venture where we are going to start sale of these products as these signature collections, which are the best pieces that have come out. You saw the benches, right? So whichever are the best pieces which will attract a client to buy, which are very inspiring. So we are getting them out on sale by giving a royalty to the designer. So I introduce Spade. So some designers design the product, some designers stock, and some designers make the stone panel. So we are experimenting with certain materials and products. So first 5-6 dialogues were challenged, but every dialogues was successful. But it was challenging also at the same time, because see, as you say, you meet the designers, but working with the designers takes some time. Getting that response from designer takes some time. Once you're back taking appointments with them and then converting them takes time. So we had to see, okay, if this is the gap, then we introduce a relationship manager that call us anytime. You want us to set up meetings of yours in the offices of the architects, we'll do that. Don't worry. Call us after 6 months, 8 months, we'll reconnect you. At least as long as it's an event, as the platform is doing its job to make you meet the designer. बाद में बेचना तो तुमको ही पड़ेगा at the end of the day, but that much we do. So we were trying to improvise every edition. Still we are improvising. There's lot of corrections required to the platform, but now there is a little recognition come where architects have understood कि काम देना है, meeting the brands in this manner, they are liking it, then doing the conventional exhibition. The ones who like exhibitions is okay, they go to exhibitions, but if they are liking this setup, if they are liking to sit across, if for some brands it's clicking very well, some brands it's not. Some brands it's clicking after a little while. Some brands are clicking after they are repeatedly participating. Some brands clicked at the very first go. All that study we are still doing. Still we are trying to see how to make it. Then our ambition of getting brands like you. Like
How did you search for us? Because I'll tell you, this was I've been looking at
searched.
dialogue since long.
These my team does extensive research. Yeah. If it's just online website, Insta or LinkedIn or videos, I will not be surprised if they have seen you through one of those your Shark Tank videos. Also, they do like intensive research because that's our key thing that we have to also introduce. No, something new to the designers every time. So something that I know Simpolo, I know this, I know that band, I know Jaguar, I know this. Arey, this is something I don't know because मैं exhibition में भी नहीं देखा. कभी I've not even seen any distributor retailer coming to my office. Arey, what is this? So that also we have to keep doing. No, we have to get something new for the designers also, whether if it's this or metalworks or some innovation, some design, some technology. We also have to keep doing it. So that is also a challenge for us right now. Also knowing, there are so many events in the country happening. So many events happening. Brands get confused, and all events have this problem. Like in India, maybe conversion doesn't happen at that fast rate. When you invest into an event or anything. Now the second half of the year when I am doing, there are exhibitions, there are award shows, there are events copying me only. So much hardcore, aggressive, and they have fallen flat on their face. I don't blame them because having Sanjay Puri is Sanjay Puri. No, yeah. It's not his name that drives the event.
No,
He drives the event. He is there involved in it. He
I
designs
would
it,
like to defer
conceptualizes
that.
it.
I think fine, designing and conceptualizing, I get that, but also the event itself, the way it's put together. When we walk in there, from the moment that happens, the moment when you're interacting, that 20 minutes or 30 minutes with the architects and how you take them through makes a lot of impact.
Yeah.
At that 30 minutes, you're getting to talk to them about the product and only about the product. And
Yeah.
what we did differently, because we knew last year, 2023, we did 10 events all across the
10
year.
events you did?
We
Wow.
did 3 Aztecs,
Yeah.
1 Abbott in Kolkata.
But Aztec is so needed only, for having retailer and dealer.
Yeah, but you know what? It's all popcorn crowd here. Say whatever. I know
Abhi
you
ho
were
gaya
a part
lagta
of
hai.
Aztec.
No,
but there's
no.
no architect that walks in into
अब भी हो
those
गया है
events.
वो वैसा. हाँ.
I don't know about अभी हुआ है, मगर जब भी हमने किया, even last year when we did Aztec, जब भी किया, it was all so boring. I tell
That's what we noticed. Architects have stopped going.
Yeah.
That's what Sanjay told me, and I'm not saying it is something. Today, it was on the top of its field, Aztec at one point in time, and every event will have a shelf life. If I don't reinvent myself, I'm telling you, I'm not going to be glorified sitting here. I've understood. You have to keep reinventing because you are offering service. You're taking money for service, no? I'm not taking money for selling you a bag or a product which is like I'm done and I'm done. It's service. So I have to offer something where you are going to get your money's worth.
But even that money is worth, I tell you, the kind of information, the knowledge that people imparted in those talks. I was not available for every one of those talks because I had to get the stall ready and everything that was happening. But the talks that I was there for, Sonal Sancheti, I was there for her, Opulus. The knowledge that she had about interiors and architecture, if you could just grab 5 minutes of that.
So good, no? So cool.
It was mad. It was mad.
Imagine.
I was there for Sanjay Puri's talk. I was there for a few other talks, and every time they spoke with so much interest. They spoke with so much
Now I'm feeling
enthusiasm.
I'm not doing much, because it's gold, what is happening in there. And these guys are motivated to hear each of them other talk. They are not like, ye to, like, he's at my level only, we do same, we are competition. No, they are inspired, okay?
Yes.
It's not like, मेरे को क्या सीखना है, मेरे को मत दिखाओ. They come to for the talks, the designers you should see. But I should make, and therefore we have started this thing, dialogues, design directories. After, where we are starting education now with all these top guys. Maybe after that we'll start dialogues, design directories, education with brands also. We'll start. Now suppose if he'll start with the architect segment, I'll start with the brand segment. Now suppose if he's getting knowledge out to the young architects and designers, and suppose I'm getting knowledge out from you. This is how you do it, this is what you do. Okay, this is how the application is, this is how it could be this could be innovative, it could be useful if I use the product in this way. Oh, this is a good substitute. Oh, this is a new application in the market. So I will also, so this is an educational series that we are starting.
No, I think this is what the show is, dialogues, what dialogues is, those
Yeah.
3 days. I think it's very impactful. We didn't even have the budget for the first one. We are doing a second one in the same year.
Yeah.
It is crazy because
That's
we
true,
just
yeah.
saw.
But you should reach out to us, and you should take our means, as Radhika, as I said, you shouldn't hesitate if you're traveling anywhere. You can ask the
know
team to set up
that
the
she's
meets and all
lovely.
that.
She's been helping out. Touch
Yeah.
wood, but no, really, you have a great team.
No, but you can keep
Dialogues event is
consistently doing it, because see, now you're again participating again. God bless, but that is see, not because I'm marketing, I'm saying it. Okay, now I'll talk as a business person. Repetition 2-3 times gives you a better result. Is what, which told the brand told me this? 2 brands, Jaguar told me, World of Stones told me, Flexstone told me. He said, you meet 40, but when I'm meeting 80, 120, when I'm doing those repetitive events with you, when I'm making a bigger number of people, maybe you're doing 2, say you're making 80, the chances of me, I have gotten my money's worth much more than I put all together when doing these. You see, World of Stones does consecutively because he has the budget. I'm not saying that you should do it. It is also about you having the budget or not. There are certain brands who don't leave my platform at all. Like there is Flexstone, there is Jaguar, there is Ica. These are key sponsors, fine. Then you will find the World of Stones. Then there is A-Class. Then there is Cocoon Drugs. Every event. Simpolo, every event. Either Nexion comes or Simpolo comes. Window Passions, Tullio, all these guys. Tullio Fabric, just a company just like a mother daughter, just like you. Now their feedback was to me that it initially 6-7 months it was still difficult. I can make you talk to her, and I couldn't believe her own this. She said it took me a year, but Ridhima, I worked with every designer. I got order from every. I said you're exaggerating. She said no. So her product is also good.
It's been 4-5 months
Yeah.
now. We have worked with 50%.
Yeah, 50%. So give it.
Of course, see, I'm not saying
I'm
that.
telling you.
If there is a
It's a small work also, but that window should open for you.
Yeah.
वो अभी एग्जीबिशन से नहीं हो रहा है इतना अग्रेसिवली. हो सकता है if you are having a 1 crore 2 crore booth, if you have 100 square meter or a 200 square meter, when you are making a larger impact, maybe the branding is happening, advertising is happening, or maybe these mass products who require a big retail chain or a big distributorship. But for companies, in my very first meeting I had said that companies like you, which is driven by passion or which is just started with some invention, and which are new companies, and if you have the budget, maybe yes, Dialogues is full.
अरे नहीं, मैं वही तो बता रहा हूँ. In the past, so many. I mean, after Shark Tank, we have done everything.
Yeah.
You name it. People have come in. They said, you do this. We'll give you a 36 square meter. That's the smallest one.
Yeah.
We'll give you this for discounted price of X and X lakhs. We're like, chalo, let's try.
Yeah.
Try. Karte. We have done everything. Huh?
Yeah.
There's not a single exhibition company that we have not spoken to. We have spoken to even Times and all of that. All their.
And you should start making very good distributors also across the countries. Huh?
See, it's just 3 years. This is the 3rd year in operation.
You
so
need
it's
a
taking-
very strong guy in each city who's a good distributor, and because your product is good, so people will be open, and who has a very strong connect.
Yeah.
So that network also you should develop.
Yeah.
Like Bombay, you have one. South, you have one. Delhi. That is also very important.
When we went to ID, I remember Kranti sir was like, ID में participate करना है.
It's very good, no?
Apparently it's good, but after dialogues, there's
It's very good. Yeah, the ID is also very good. Yeah, I
ID
don't think
होगा,
so, it's not.
but I'm just.
But it's an exhibition, no?
But yeah, just to conclude.
Dialogues fan
this-
because I'm here next to you.
No. Honestly, they know it. Even
He
ID
sent
now.
me to ID. He sent me to ID to attend that exhibition. I loved it.
It's very good, yeah. See, ID, no, I'll tell you what. It's an exhibition. If you want to participate,
But I also
exhibition.
think, one second, we have
Very little time?
Yeah, we have to meet
10
Kranti sir
minutes.
also. So I think.
But he's still busy.
No, he'll.
So where do we
He's not
go
busy
and
for
see
you.
him?
Let's wrap this up. Last, I want Ridhima ji to.
Yeah, this camera was on. This one was on.
both are up.
Which one? Ah, yeah.
Yeah, there's another camera there. He's hiding somewhere. Yeah. So.
Photoshop me, yeah. Little bit. Invest a little bit more in technology. Like this if you can cut.
What is it that in the next 10 years that you are thinking of doing? Like,
Wow.
where do you see yourself?
Okay. See, I don't see myself as in such, but I desire. Okay, so Sanjay and I, dialogues is just the beginning. Okay, we are thinking of making India an international station tomorrow, where we create one such event on a national level and we inspire all the young designers out in the country. We have started something like this where we are trying to bridge the gap between product company and the designers, because they both are co-independent, they both need each other, and eventually what we want to also do is get dialogues to a level where we get lot of international education to the country and we internationally expose what actually truly India is in architecture and in design, because there is lot of talent, there is lot of inspiration, there is lot of heritage, there is lot of history, and there is lot of depth in our design and architecture also. But I think we want to create an interface where maybe we create a platform on a national level tomorrow, where we get education from abroad, we expose what India is also. We have a dialogue, literally that's what it means, dialogue between different geographies of the world also, and create an international platform which will be stationed in our country. So we are very much looking forward to it in years to come. We are trying to work at it, touch wood. And when it comes to this concept of dialogues, 10 years down the line you ask, so we are trying to work at it, because what Sanjay feels is that commercially having your business platform successful, yes, that's what a businessman's dream is, that whatever you do has to be profitable, no doubt about it, because profit grows your company, and with profit you can expand and you can create more, you can get more ideas into reality. So money is of consequence, it is important, no doubt about it. But Sanjay, what I love about Sanjay is that he is purely doing this to change the concept of architecture and interior design, the perception of it, and he wants to change the language of events in the country. Like how people go to Italy, how people go to Venice, how people go to international shows and are inspired. And not that we can't do it, you know, we can very much do it. And like today we have such great forts, we have such great heritage places, we have such great history, again reiterating the same point. But the thing is, he is very much focused on putting India from architecture point of view, representing the country well globally also, to have that influx of global education, and us also to have a lot of exposure of what people are doing outside, to people who are not traveling outside.
I think personally also he does that, right?
Yeah.
With
So
all
he
the
really
accolades
wants.
and everything.
And then with this concept of dialogues, we want to keep refining it to the point. We will keep doing this. We will keep doing this to the point where at one point it actually becomes a marketplace, a thorough marketplace. Architects are buying, companies are showcasing and selling. It's like this, that it becomes an ultimate event where if you're going, you're getting exposed to 1200 projects in the country, and when the designers are coming, they're coming with full enthusiasm, and there is this becomes a habit, like how exhibitions have become a habit. It's a habit, like exhibition, when you make exhibition, that concept has developed that yes, you go to an exhibition, you get so much of information, you go, you make connections, you buy, you sell, etc. So this also event becomes a habit, that when you are coming to the event, there is it is forming connections, it's fostering friendships, it's getting it's getting to know each other. It's serious, the platform is serious, and actually, and we'll keep doing it till the time where this becomes what do you call it, it becomes a routine, that okay, Dialogues is coming every 6 months, architects are coming, and we get 100% success from every brand. Till the time we refine it to that level that the brands who are coming on board, we cater calling only those designers who are conceptual to the brands who are coming, and the result is now 100%. We are almost coming there right now. How many brands, like suppose there are 15, 18, 20 brands that we get on board right now. We see first we see which are the companies on board, and then we start calling the designers, that we know that these are the companies, so these kind of designers are better, more interior designers are better, more architects are better, more architect interior designers are better, more South is better, more Delhi is better, more Bombay is better, more this spread is better. So I think we will, at one point we'll reach where that matrix is perfect, and then it will be on auto mode.
Thank you so much, Ridhima.
Thank you.
Thank you for your time.